It's the same old thing. We'll be sticking with Xhaka for how many games? And the same old mistake he committed when he defended the cause.
Welcome to another episode of The Pressing Game. In today's episode, we are going to talk about Arsenal versus Crystal Palace, what's new, and we are also going to talk about second topic that is actually dividing the whole fan base. It's Xhaka. Also, we're going to talk about, good evening, Unai Emery, and also managerial candidates if Emery gets the sack. But before we move on, please do hit the subscribe button. And for those of you who are new in this series, please check us out. We have done this before. The Pressing Game previous episode, we touched about Ozil, we touched about Pepe. So it will really be much appreciated if you can check us out for the previous episode. But for now, I've got my guest here, Saiful. And also, I'm joined by Darren, fellow Gunners. How are you guys doing? Good?
Yeah, I'm fine. Apart from yesterday's results. What about you?
Have a bad hangover. Yeah, I stay out to watch and still have to accept their defeat. So disappointed.
And the best thing is, we didn't lose, but it felt like a defeat.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a 2-goal lead and we lost it.
Okay, so let's dissect this whole issue. Arsenal versus Crystal Palace. Last year, we lost 3-2.
Yep.
And that cost us the Champions League place.
Yes.
Isn't this an upgrade? That we are getting a point out of it?
No, it's definitely not an upgrade. We should be getting away with 3 points in games like this. We used to be able to get 3 points from games like this, you know. But yesterday is the same old boring, brandless style of football that Unai is bringing into the Emirates. I don't understand what he's trying to do. The first 11 is not fixed. We still don't have our brand of. We lost our brand of attacking football, and we can see yesterday our front three were really starving for service. They had no service to them whatsoever. Aubameyang was so isolated in front. I can count on one hand the number of touches he had in the game. What about you? What do you think?
For me, I feel that Unai is still finding the way to fit all the attacking player, all the three starting that he prefer. What wonders me the most is why is there no fixed lineup? This defender is all healthy, all fit to play, but it choose to still put Chamber. For me, I have no issue with Chamber. He's good in defense. We all saw that.
Yep.
But going forward, he wastes too many crosses. Yeah, we saw a lot, right? That's one yesterday flying to the stand. Yeah.
But sticking on that, Darren, one thing that I'm really curious to know, you talk about Chambers. For me, yesterday's backline, it kind of picked itself. There wouldn't be too much of a change, if I would say, because we all were calling out for Tierney. He started.
Yes.
We were all again. I don't think Rob Holding was. I don't know. I thought Rob Holding should have started at least.
Yes.
And then.
Sorry to interrupt. I would have preferred Bellerin over Chambers at right back. I would have preferred seeing Holding and Chambers in the centre. Yeah, that's just my opinion. I don't know about Darren and yours.
But you talk about the backline itself. I thought yesterday Emery went out full force, and the kind of lineup or the formation that he played. Again, formation wise, there wouldn't be too crazy of a change. It's usually the same old 4-3-3. With the backline itself, again, I've got no drama with it. It's the front three. Again, no competition. It's a complete walkover when those three are fit. I think I reserve a slight reservation when it comes to the front three. I don't think they should all start the three of them shouldn't start in one sitting, and the three in the midfield. What do you make, Darren?
It's the same old thing. We'll be sticking with Xhaka for how many games? And the same old mistake he committed when he defended the cause. It doesn't close enough. It's so lazy. Yeah, really so lazy. I mean, there's pretty of midfield option. We see the youngster, Willock. He played well against Newcastle.
He did?
Yeah. But I got no idea why we still have to choose Xhaka over anyone else. But I believe yesterday his reaction, right, will be the last game.
No, I thought so, and we will save that for our next topic, Xhaka, and the way he actually reacted. On to you, Saiful. We talk about how we are always nervy, how Arsenal is always edgy. It feels like that's the identity now. We mentioned about how lost we are when it comes to our identity, but I think we have found one: nervous football. That is Arsenal's way of going forward, you know. So right now there shouldn't be any question about what kind of identity. Identity is nervous football. That's Arsenal right now. When we went 2 up, it was something against normality, something that we have never seen before for the longest time, going 2-0 up.
And even so, it was 2 goals scored from set pieces, something that's not seen in
Really
Arsenal for a
unorthodox.
very long time.
But were you confident? Were you really confident though that we will actually cruise past Crystal Palace? Because I thought for so long we wanted to really trample the team, to go on a route. So I thought that yesterday was the perfect opportunity for Arsenal to prove that we are still in the game, and it also should be a statement match for Unai because he has been under heavy fire. So I thought 2-0, perfect start, go on, we go with 4 or 5. And then 2-2. What happened?
What happened was, I don't know. To me, the first half we went full out attack. We appreciate that in the team, but in the second half, that's where we needed a good captain, where we have to keep a level head. We didn't have that. What we are sorely lacking now is a good captain and our playmaker. We did not have a playmaker yesterday to give the killer balls to our strikers to finish off the game. That's what cost us every game, week in week out, since day one. Now that's just what I think.
And lastly, Darren, with yesterday's result, we didn't lose, but of course it felt like a defeat. Do you think that we are really overreacting?
For me, of course, it's a 3-point loss because having a 2-0 in the first 20 minutes is really something that we didn't see such result under Unai for the past 1.5 season. I call it 1.5 season.
Yep.
So when you're having a 2-0 up and you gave away a 2 goal, it's a robbery, daylight robbery.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so I'm thinking every time we are leading, right, but we gave away the possession. When we score, the opponent keep attack. As a top 4 team, we can't allow this thing to happen over and over again.
I agree, I totally agree. And just to close this up, Saiful, now that we can't even win playing at home, we don't even want to touch our away form and record. Where do you see this team heading into with the kind of performances we have seen of late? Sheffield, most notably Crystal Palace. Where do we go? Where do we really go after this?
If we're going to keep playing this kind of nervous football, I don't see us going anywhere beyond Europe, let alone top 10. That we might just end up with apologies to the United fans out there, we might just end up joining them down in the bottom 5.
No, yeah, but for me personally, again,
just to add on, it was 6 points lost on our side. Not yesterday was 1 point, 2 points lost, not a point gained. Yeah, I think Darren agrees with me as well. I think all Gunners out there agree.
Yeah, I agree. And I think the disappointing part from my end is we are playing at home. We can never rely on our away form. I thought after Sheffield performance, all these talks, whispers about Unai getting out, about Xhaka, about how unstable the club is. I thought again yesterday we would come in, we will just sweep Crystal Palace aside, and that should be the building blocks for Arsenal, because we are yet to face people like Chelsea, who is on the rise. We have yet to actually face City even. So I thought that, gain our confidence, go on. But again, Arsenal being Arsenal, they had something else to say. And yeah, that was the narrative for yesterday, and it was really utterly disappointing. And I totally do understand the kind of reaction in terms of just how the internet reacted and how the fan base is reacting. But it's totally called for, because at this current moment, those kind of performance should never be part of the list for Arsenal anymore. Not after being 1 year and a half with Arsenal. I think that's absolutely shambolic, that's absolutely shameful, and it's totally spineless.
Agree.